Welcome everybody to HGR Live on a Friday night to kick off your weekend. Garrett Jenkins live with you for the Raging Idiot Racing Network. Well, folks, I'm going to say this. Going to be a long race tonight because it ain't no 30 laps. It damn sure ain't no 50 laps. It is the full 94 laps tonight at Daytona or Talladega. You're getting the action like you're seeing right now. Well, right now, as they stand, Christopher McCullough, Adam Ford, James Ware, Joseph Allen, Omar Rodriguez, the top five, and a star-studded field. Rest assured, all the McCulloughs are in the house. Christopher McCullough, Ken McCullough, Joshua McCullough, just to name a few. Well, first, let's see if we cannot get an interview with somebody. See if we can get an interview with John Ward. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast, but you got a copy, buddy? Try this one more time. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Well, buddy, you're no stranger to running these long endurance races at Talladega, coming off of a run in the SummerSlam 499. What is the strategy tonight for pretty much every driver? What should the strategy be? How should drivers approach a long race like this tonight?
It's gonna have to have some patience, that's for sure. The fuel's 100%, so you can run about 30 laps, and it's gonna be pretty good. If we stay green, you'll see some pit stops under green, a lot of lead changing. Guys should do some good three-wide racing. Looks pretty good and clean. The track's got no marbles, so the strategy would be just try to stay out of the wrecks. Keep it. We got one fast repair. Just stay out of the wrecks and be there at the end. If you can make it and not, have a screw up in the pits, and I think you'll be good to go.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. We'll see if you cannot get your second win and 3 stars for HGR. Appreciate your time, buddy.
You got it. Thank you.
Yep. Right now, from one driver to now to race control, let's see if we cannot get Jimmy Crow in here. Jimmy Crow, Garrett Jenkins up in the broadcast. Big guy, copy, buddy.
Yes, sir. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to ask you tonight, for some of the people that might be watching that are not used to watching a race as long as this one, what is something they can expect tonight from these drivers?
Oh, man, just hope some good line holding, some green flag pit stops. Usually when I do a long race, I pray and hope for a green flag pit stop. So hopefully we get that green flag pit stop, and hopefully they have a little bit of patience out there tonight. The group of drivers in HGR, I don't really see them doing any outrageous blocks or anything stupid like that, so I'm not too worried about that. It's just the little mental mistakes, not being clear, not holding your line, little things like that. But if we can avoid all that, it should be a pretty good race. If I'm calling it for us.
Ain't no problem, buddy. Appreciate your time, buddy. Good luck in the race control tower tonight.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. So Jimmy Crow will be right next door to me, doing the race controlling for tonight's race. See if we cannot get one more interview for qualifying starts. Who have I not interviewed in a long time? Forever. Well, one man comes to mind. See if we cannot get a word with Christopher McCullough. Christopher McCullough, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth, buddy. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
Well, buddy, first off, congratulations. Welcome to the Raging Idiot Racing Network. Welcome to HGR right now sitting 5th quickest. No stranger, you and your family, a long line of history of running these types of races. What's the strategy that the 94 brings into races like this, whether it's be 94 lap HGR race or a SummerSlam 499? What's the strategy and the mentality going into one of these races?
Well, just gotta survive here. Some drivers I haven't raced with, so I want to make sure I can learn everybody's driving style and put myself in position.
All right.
Hard to hear. Jimmy's talking, telling me some rules. So
Yeah, you're good, buddy. All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully, we talk to you at the end of this thing.
I appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank you.
All right, now. Practice concluding. Jeremy Osborne, top of the board. Gordon Spain, Tim White, Omar Rodriguez, and Joshua McCullough, the top 5. Christopher McCullough, sorry. A lot of McCulloughs. Of course, the race. Gonna be a long one. Gonna be a long, intense night. Of course, the race is brought to you by Fanatic Clean Green. And of course, the Green for Clean bonus of $100 is still in the line. And it's simple. Go caution free the whole night. Be a $100 bonus. Fanatic Clean. Green for the clean. Also, the race brought to you by tonight. JW Paints Graphics. If you want some of the best paint jobs that you can get, contact James Waring with JW Paints Graphics. And it is tonight. It is now time for the JW qualifying. Right now, Tim White will be the first driver to post a lap. Right behind him, the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Right behind him, the So right now it's White. Will be the first one to post the first lap. Coming off of 4. Right now, David Sheets with the fastest lap so far, at least through the first half. But White at the line, cutting the tri-oval. The first lap, 54.898. Good enough for first. McCullough comes in second. Gregory Thompson in third. At the line, David Sheets isn't enough. It is not. Will tie for second, however. Jason Branch now. Right now, Branch actually coming to start his first lap of the race tonight for the run. Jeremy Osborne, however, fastest in practice at the line for Osborne. Is enough for the pole? It is not. It'll be 9th quickest. Michael Wingo will complete his qualifying run. John Ward, top of the board with a 54.888. Douglas Camp now catching right at the tail end of his qualifying run. Jared Haynes. Just able to slide into third. The person no stranger that's coming in and winning HGR races, Aubrey Thompson, starting his first laps tonight. Right now for Thompson, Those drivers continue going up on the board. Still a lot of big names that have not ran yet. Barksdale, Elliott, Ambrose, Knievel, Waring, Masowitz, Christopher McCullough. But with 55 seconds left, I do not believe. Well, Elliott and Barksdale will get their laps in. The last one will be Thompson before the time expires. Richard Elliott, 54.898. It'll be good enough for 6. Barksdale across the line. And Thompson's lap isn't enough for the pole at 54.903. Be good enough for the 10th position. Well, bad fast Ward on the pole for tonight. With 27 cars on deck to run 94 long laps. See if we cannot get another interview with somebody. We can get Omar Rodriguez. Omar Rodriguez, Garrett Jenkins up in the booth. What in the world was that?
Oh, I have a Discord join noise. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, dang. Blew my eardrum out. Well, buddy, starting maybe just a little bit deep in the field and trying to find where you at right now. So it looks like Cedar right out in 15th spot. So I do want to ask you tonight, how are you approaching this race? It's a long race. 94 long laps. What's the game plan for the driver to 12?
Don't get wrecked out early. You can't win the race on lap 1. Try to hang back, not be too aggressive. Just try to stick in the main pack. Get to the end.
Well, buddy, I do want to ask you this one question. This isn't really a broadcaster question. It's just me asking. Do you got Hunter up there spotting for you tonight?
I unfortunately do not have Hunter spotting for me tonight.
Well, good. You might have a shot at winning then. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hunter, if you're watching, I'm just messing with you, buddy. But, all right, Omar, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Hopefully, much appreciated.
Yep. He can change it. That means so we're going to go through the starting grid for tonight's race. And I'm actually got to change this because this is no 42 lap event. This is a long one. 94 laps. And a tie that will go all the way probably past what my scoring monitors can pick up. John Ward on pole, Jason Branch in second. Joshua McCullough, Jared Haynes, Tim White, Richard Elliott, Adam Ford, Sean Corbett, David Sheets, Aubrey Thompson, Kenneth McCullough, and Gordon Spain rounds out the Fast 12 for tonight's race. On down through the field. Gregory Thompson, Michael Barksdale, Omar Rodriguez Jr., Brock Martin, Douglas Camp, Jeremy Osborne, Danny Barnes, and Michael Wingo will round out the top 20. 89 of Bradley Steffens returns. Christopher Carter. Christopher McCullough, James Waring, Joey Allen rounds out 21st through 24th. And bringing up the rear of the field, William H. Scott, Ambrose Knievel, and Joey Masowitz. That is the 27 drivers going for 94 laps. So, it'll be Ward, it'll be Jason Branch bringing us to the start for tonight's race. Again, thank you to our sponsors again. Fanatic Clean, green for the clean. Of course, the bonus is up for that. We go caution free, an extra $100. And then JW Paints Graphics. They are the proud sponsor of the High Gear Racing Series. Alright. It'll be John Ward, Jason Branch, bringing a star-studded field for HGR to the start of what will be a long race. We're rolling. Side by side off of turn 2 down the back straightaway, for the most part at least. John Ward still side by side with Branch at the line. Give it to Ward barely to lead the first lap. Well, right now, as they run, all these trucks still jumbled up right in a big pack. Gonna see a couple drivers hanging out, just riding. Right now, Ward up to cover the outside lane with Jason Branch. Here it comes. Josh McCullough up to the inside lane, and McCullough trying to lead the first laps tonight. Of course, the McCullough duo, well, really trios, all in tow here. Joshua, Kenneth, and Christopher at the line. Still give it to Ward. Oh, Jason's going to come down. There they go. Omar Rodriguez to the grass. No horn, no foul. There's the carnage. Christopher McCullough's involved. William H. Scott, the 26 as well. Lee Joseph Allen got a piece of it. And just like that, under caution for the first time tonight. Well, let's go back and look at it, see what happens here. I believe I know what happened. I believe the 28's trying to follow the 92 to the inside. And the 14 of Joshua McCullough was already there. Let's look at it here from the far chase camera. Yeah, just following down. And I don't even know if the 28 realized that he was down there. They pretty much had it saved, but behind him, I believe you'll see just a bunch of drivers trying to slow up, avoid the carnage. We'll look back here. Well, right here, this is where drivers were trying to stay out of this main pack just for this reason. Not to get involved with a crash. Looks like William H. Scott just rolls out the gas. Unfortunately, doesn't give it enough. Comes down, clips Christopher McCullough. And that is all she wrote. So right now, under our first caution of the night, John Ward still leading. Green flag pit stops. on lap 4. Why are everybody pitting so early? They're trying to push this window back as far as they can go. Really not wanting. But really what it allows is that the more cautious they get, the more chances they had to stop, the less they'll have to pit later in the race. You're almost sacrificing track position now. Some sacrifice the track position, some gain it, like Michael Wingo stayed out. Ward will win the race off pit road. But it's all a strategy game. So you ain't got to pit as much. You're thinking long term. Right now, Michael Wingo winning the race off of pit road. Well, didn't even pit. My mistake. That would be John Ward. Wingo up 19 spots from where he started. Well, quick little yellow here. See if we can't get Michael Wingo's perspective on why he stayed out. Michael Wingo, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth, buddy. Got a copy?
I got you, buddy. I got you.
Well, buddy, your truck looking like a Valentine's Day gift. I want to ask you, what was the plan for staying out tonight instead of pitting with these leaders? Was it track position, or is there other strategies at work here?
Yeah, I just want to get me a little track position. I mean, it's a long race, so it's not a field race really right now. So I wanted to get up here, get in the front, get away from all that junk in the back.
Well, buddy, did a great job doing that. But now I wanted to ask you, is this truck as fast as it looks tonight? How are you going to be able to stay up here around the front, especially if we get a green flag run, knowing that everybody else just pitted behind you?
Oh yeah, it's fast tonight. Them pitting it. Only the ones that had damage really is the only ones that really need to pit. So we're gonna shake and bake and let it rock and roll.
All right, buddy. We look forward to talking to you at the end of this race. Best of luck to you tonight. Still a long way to go.
All right, buddy.
Yep. The Michael Wingo restarting out front. Of course, right now not going green this time. Let's see. Get Gordon Spain in here for a quick interview. Gordon Spain, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Hey, bud, how's it going?
It's going pretty good. Well, we already got the nerves out the way, I feel like. How does the 38 plan on settling in and running the rest of this race?
It's a long race. We're within 5-6 laps of the start, so yeah, long ways to go. Just take care of it and be there at the end.
It ain't like that old song goes, got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Still a long way to go tonight. About how many more pit stops do you estimate we have if it go green from here?
Maybe 2 more.
All right.
Might be able to get away with 2 more at this point.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yeah, man. Hopefully.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
We're going to Spain. We'll be restarting in the what appears to be the 9th position. Switch it back to the vertical side. I only run the tower under caution so everybody can see where their favorite driver, if they pitted or not, at least in the top 20. Well, it'll be Wingo, it'll be Branch. Bringing them down to the start. All right, Wingo and Ward brings them down, restarting again with 88 laps to go. A great start by Ward. Great start by Ward, better start by Wingo, but now Dega Pro occupying the first and second lane. And now back straight away, Ward now trying to use that and run on the outside lane right now, out ahead only by about a fender, maybe a bumper. Matter of fact, try about 3/4 of the whole truck. So here comes Wingo back to the bottom again with a push from Joshua McCullough. But right now, side by side off of 4 is still just a riding game. You're probably going to see these drivers try to ride for the next, let's see, 87 laps to go at the line. Probably for the next 67 laps. These drivers are going to try to ride unless they're trying to get formed up for a pit stop. Then you might see some 2-3 wide racing early on coming up to a green flag pit stop. But right now, we ain't got to worry about that for the time being as Jared Hayes tries to lead down the back straightaway, not able to get clear of John Ward yet. Getting pushed by Adam Ford. Aubrey Thompson, the third truck in the outside lane. Michael Barksdale and Bradley Steffen. Them are the 5 trucks on the outside lane. On the bottom, you got Ward, Wingo, Joshua McCullough, Richard Elliott, and Sean Corbin. Them are the 5 trucks on the bottom lane. As now Hayes down to cover Ward. Here it goes forward with a run being pushed by Aubrey Thompson. Of course, right now, really, you see driver trying to go 3 wide. I guess forget what I said about the riding game. We'll worry about that later. You're right on board with Brock Martin now. Come over to Garrick, you see what it's like riding the high banks of virtual Talladega. Right now, they're still going 3 wide. The Douglas Scam try to pull that third lane up the middle. Or up the outside lane with Jeremy. Well, no, that's not Jeremy. That would be the way to Gregory Thompson and Jason Branch. Well, some drivers just trying to. Some drivers tired of riding the back. They want to go and get to the front, get that track position the best they can. As now Hayes and Ford go up to the middle lane, but that's going to open the bottom lane for Ward. Wingo, McCullough come back. Jared Hayes says, I don't think so. 3 by 3. Going to be 84 laps to go when they get back to the start-finish line. Right now, 3 by 3 for the front 3 rows, then 2 wide. You got to go back a couple more rows to get more 3 wide action. Really the best way to really look at this from the blip camera. See Bradley Steffen up the middle, but right now 2 by 2. From 1st through 4th, 3 by 3 for 5th on back for the moment. Or trying to make a 3rd line 3 wide. Thompson getting pushed by Kemp on that 3rd lane. Ward up to the middle. He's going to try to get the run on Jared Haynes. Here comes Ward. Up the middle. Ward now back to the bottom. And at the line, give it to John Ward. Only barely. Well, right now, Ward, looking at our data, John Ward's led 4 laps tonight so far already. Thompson now battling back on the outside. You know Aubrey Thompson wants to lead. But here comes Ford back up in the middle as well. Right now, still 3 by 3, about 3 rows deep, almost 4. Meanwhile, Jason Branch trying to make something happen, wiggling all around that 3rd lane. That blue and yellow Navy truck trying to rebound after the first caution, having to restart in the back. Right now, Thompson was out of outside lane, slowly starting to slip a little bit. Well, like I said, right now, this is the part where a lot of them is trying to ride. You see a lot of single file action back further in the field. Some trying to save fuel the best they can. Some trying to get track position before the pit stops. Heard that about anywhere from 28 to 30 laps is the window for these trucks tonight. Right now, a lot of them already a third of the way there at 10 laps. Matter of fact, we'll pull up the pit strategy link for tonight. See Barksdale off the wall a little bit, trying to get them jumbled up. But Michael Wingo, the only one that did not pit under the first caution. He is on a 13-lap run. We're going to get rid of this real quick because Michael Barksdale's left out to dry. Barksdale immediately going to fall back into place. Unfortunately, drop right around the top 10 position as they run. Adam Ford trying to take the lead. Right now it's the waiting game. See Ward all the way up to cover the middle, almost get the outside lane stacked up. Joseph Allen up to the third lane, try to pull Douglas Camp, Gregory Thompson, Jason Branch back up to the outside lane. Try to get them back up to the front. But right now, Ward in complete control of the bottom two lanes, the middle and the bottom. Going to be 79 laps to go. Right now, you can take just about the entire pack and throw them under a blanket, but you can really take that top 12 and probably throw them under a very small blanket. That's how close they're running right now. It's actually right on board with Aubrey Thompson from the cockpit cam. You can see just how close they are running. Here, Aubrey really rolling out the gas a lot. You see Ward switching lanes up there again. Right now, oh, Allen's gonna get hard into the wall. Joseph Allen, massive damage. And a meatball flag for his troubles. But a race possibly already done for Joseph Allen. We'll look back and see what happened. For sure. Look, we can rewind it better than that. Right here, just makes contact with Adam Ford. He immediately sends that truck straight into the outside wall. Hits at about the worst angle you can. Well, Allen's still limping around the back straightaway. We'll focus back in on the leaders. Well, it's really shook up that pack a lot. A little bit more separation than what there was before. Ward still leads. There goes the 89 of Bradley. Well, Bradley's been up in the top 12 for a lot of this race tonight after having to restart in the back. Or really started in the back. Joseph Allen is in the pits, however. The 27 will go at least one lap down. And if a caution does not come out soon, if he does not get no draft help, he'll go more laps down. Right now, Bradley Steffen to the lead for the moment. Does Ward let him lead the lap? He will not. The Ward will lead his 9th lap of the race tonight with 76 laps to go. Right now, a lot of Jocelyn Steele. Day one driver slowly starting to work his way up into the top 10. As a matter of fact, I believe he's right there at it. That would be the 04. I believe the only blind squirrel entry tonight, we'll actually look and see. As a matter of fact, no. Blind Squirrel Racing with 2 drivers in the field tonight. You're riding on board with Ambrose Knievel and Jeremy Osborne back in 13th. Of course, Knievel. There, as you see, both of the Blind Squirrel entries right behind each other. Right now, having a quiet night, trying to work themselves up into the top 10. Ambrose Knievel up to that 3rd lane. Osborne will go with him. Right now they'll have Gregory Thompson, Jason Branch behind him in that 3rd lane. I don't see a lot being able to work out that 3rd lane anymore right now. They'll blend back to 2x2 as Ward surges back ahead again. Jared Hayes right behind him side by side for 3rd on back at the line. Give it to Ward yet again. All right, now, again, the calm part, this will be the calmest part of the race. Oh, Ward almost gets turned. Hang on to it. Into the wall, though, hard. Truck scattering everywhere. Caution is out. Oh, Wingo gonna go around. He'll save it. Man, oh man. Brock Martin with a meatball flag. Massive damage to the 15. Michael Wingo finally spins off of turn 4. This is going to take a lot to decipher this. It'll be great for Joseph Allen. All right, let's go back and look at it. Well, I messed that one all up. Rewind it. Rewind it, go on board with Brock Martin through this as we are under caution for the 2nd time tonight. Well, we know Ward's going to get loose. Ward's actually going to make pretty significant contact with the wall. We'll look at that in a minute, but let's look at Brock Martin, see what really transpires back here. Well, there Ward with probably the save of the year. Okay, I see it. From there, White gets to the back of the 15 of Martin. And it's all just a reaction effect. That's pretty much all it is. Man, I agree with the caution needing to come out with everybody scattering like that. There isn't a caution. They're going to wreck in turn 3. Anyway, you see Michael Wingo finally goes around way up there. But now, let's look at John Ward and see how Ward was able to save this truck. And then some hell of a lot of driving. Of course, he had the wall a little bit too. Well, Hayes pushing Ward, kind of gets off center with him enough, and right there, well, Hayes already had him off centered, and then Stephen finally just gave that 7 a bit of a tap, hard enough to where it was finally enough to get Ward sideways. And lastly, the last look at this will be how Michael Wingo's whole incident starts. Right there, Wingo comes down a little bit. But Wingo's still trying to get it saved, till he'll make contact with the wall and finally come on down. Well, after pit stops have concluded, Omar Rodriguez is your leader with Ambrose Knievel. Aubrey Thompson, Douglas Camp, Bradley Steffen, the top 5. Adam Ford, Gordon Spain, Jeremy Osborne, Jared Hayes. Make it Sean Corbett. Okay, well, Hayes driving down the leaderboard, so we'll restart 6th through 10th. Adam Ford, Gordon Spain, Jeremy Osborne, Sean Corbett, James Waring, the top 10. Get John Ward in the booth. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here again in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you, Garrett.
Well, buddy, it was a hell of a save that we saw from you. I want to ask you, do you feel like it was a bit of a bad push, or what do you feel like happened in the lean up to that?
Yeah, I just got hooked. It was pushing pretty hard and just hooked me a little bit. I tried to save it. I got on the wall a couple of times, but I just wanted to try to stay out of everybody's way. But I got about 5 minutes. I'm not all the way fixed. I'm gonna see what happens here. I should be able to keep up. It's a long, long race. But I'm gonna be in the back though.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Hopefully we get to talk to you at the end of this thing.
You got it.
And so John Ward, right now, 5 minutes worth of damage. I really want to try to look at this car and really see. Ah, yeah, there's the damage. We get a right front camera angle. What I think is one of the most underrated cameras that ain't used. There you see the damage to Ward's truck, mainly around that whole right front area. If there's anything on the right rear. Other than missing, needs another paint job. Other than that, everything looks pretty good. So Bad Fast Ward's got some damage to overcome. We probably won't see him a lot until it's showtime. Speaking of showtime, Ambrose Knievel, Aubrey Thompson, 1st and 2nd. Douglas Camp, Bradley Steffen, 3rd and 4th. Adam Ford, Gordon Spain, 5th and 6th. Jeremy Osborne, Sean Corbett, 7th and 8th. Waring and Barksdale, 9th and 10th. They're on down McCullough, White, Wingo, Martin, Brandt, Sheets, Kenneth McCullough, Danny Barnes, Richard Elliott, Gregory Thompson. This is your top 20. Yes. I believe there was. I want to say it was on Jared Hayes, but I don't have race control in my ear, so I cannot verify that for sure. But I'm just going off of where Hayes dropped from like the top 3 down to now. Somewhere around the 26th position, actually. Meanwhile, back rolling, Bradley Steffen immediately jumped 3 wide. The only bad thing is nobody went with him. Right now, Knievel, you see Ward trying to make something happen on that 3rd lane. Forget what. Oh, Corbett's going to go around. They say that. No, they don't. Corbett back up in front of the field. Richard Elliott barely getting through. You look at him. Sean Corbett, man, oh man. Under caution just like that for the 3rd time. What in the world happened to Sean Corbett? Let's take a look and see. Going off for turn 2, seems to be a trouble area tonight. Down back straightaway. Waring comes up, makes contact with the 45. They keep it straight up until, well, Corbett on the brakes. A lot of heads-up driving by a lot of drivers to not hit Corbett. Man, oh man. I'll tell you one driver that had a great look at this. Matter of fact, just talked to him about having to restart in the back. Let's run on board with Jared Hayes, see if he got a good look at this. We're seeing running way out the back, trying to probably be safe right for this very reason. Nothing yet, nothing yet. Ah, there you see Corbett way up there. On the brakes, hang on to it, hang on to it. Let's actually go on board now with Richard Elliott, see what he saw through this. On the brake, get out of the way. Well. On our third caution of the night, Douglas Camp, your leader. We're under our third caution of the night. Tonight's race brought to you by Fanaclean, green for the clean. Of course, the bonus is long gone. As far as going caution free, that extra $100 is gone. But still, thank you to Fanac. Still thank you to Fanaclean for being the sponsor of HGR tonight. And also, while we got time to really shout them out, JW Paints Graphics for the best paint jobs that you want and how you want them. You can contact James Waring with JW Paints Graphics to get the best looking truck, the best looking car, no matter what you race on. Look good with JW Paints Graphic. All right, now, still Douglas Camp, Aubrey Thompson, 1 and 2, Gordon Spain, Ambrose Knievel, Adam Ford, Jeremy Osborne, Joshua McCullum, Michael Barksdale, Tim White, James Waring. That is the top 10. Let's see if we cannot get a word with the man running in a second. Aubrey Thompson, Gary Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth, buddy. You got a copy? Try this one more time. Aubrey Thompson, Gary Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy? Alright, so Aubrey Thompson not available for an interview at the moment. D1 driver will pull in here real quick. You know he'll always have a copy. Ambrose Knievel, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Hello?
What's up? What's up, Ambrose? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, brother.
Yeah.
How are you, Jimmy Bubby?
Doing pretty good, buddy. Restarting for tonight. Had a very quiet night, but now you and your teammate Jeremy Osborne worked yourselves into the top 5. Still a long way to go. What's the plan for the...
Be methodical. Don't go as fast as we can. Turn left and do not hit anything. That is our plan, my friend.
Don't hit nothing. Well, you about hit the back.
Do not hit.
Well, you about hit the back of Aubrey Thompson right there, so.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, he loves it. He loves it when I touch his
remember.
back end.
Yeah, whatever. Well, Remember, we're on the air here, but all right,
Yes,
buddy.
sir. I'm not gonna say anything bad.
All right.
Don't you worry about it, brother. And hey,
Uh,
thank you. Thank you so much for covering this stuff.
Ain't no problem, buddy. Well, hopefully
We're doing a good thing here.
Yes, sir, we are, and I'm glad to cover it, buddy. We'll talk to you at the end of this thing, hopefully.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Yep. Ambrose Knievel restarting in the 4th position. I love interviewing him. You know what you're going to hear in meanwhile, a bit of a stack up. Well, Brock Martin had to jump out of line, otherwise going to run over somebody, I feel like. But right now, Douglas Camp surging ahead as they come off of turn 2 now. But right there you see Knievel to the back bumper of Thompson, trying to push him down the back straightaway, outside lane, trying to get form back up, try to troll side by side. All right now, as they run, Thompson now trying to recover as Douglas Camp continues to lead. Gordon Spain up to 2nd right now in that 38. Another driver with a very quiet night so far tonight. Thompson now a push from the Blind Squirrel Racing duo of Osborne and Knievel now at the line. Aubrey Thompson leads for the first time tonight. Down to Bond to cover Camp. Right now you see a bit of a separation from the 04 and the 41 to the Brock Martin outside lane. Not as really organized as the bottom lane. However, the run that they seem to generate is really what makes it critical. That's how the middle lanes actually holds real strong. You see John Ward trying to come back from the back, still serving some damage from the second caution of the night. Right now, surprise Ward's car with that damage he's got to the right front. I'm surprised really. Martin hits McCullough. Right now they're all getting gathered back up. We're good, staying green. Holy hell. Too close to call. Meanwhile, Thompson back out front. They're still 3x3. You see Osborne and Knievel trying to push Camp back out to the lead. Right now, a half a troy length ahead, but that's enough for Thompson to fight back on the bottom, entering turn 3. Right now, it is Camp and the 2 Blind Squirrel trucks to fend for that middle lane. Now here comes Joshua McCullough up the middle. He's going to bring Jared Haynes, John Ward, and several others with him. 63 laps to go when they hit the start-finish line in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Make it 3 milliseconds or whatever you want to call it. Caution is out. Well, they're wrecking big in the back. Michael Barksdale is involved in it. Michael Wingo as came to a stop. Danny Barnes is involved. There you see Barnes. Omar Rodriguez. Man, oh man, Ken McCullough. Slow on the apron. Joseph Allen with a meatball. And this time, night is done for Joseph Allen. The truck very massively damaged. We'll see if we cannot see what sets all this up. Fast forward a little bit. I think I went too far. There we go. Wingo gets a tap. Wingo did. Man, Michael goes upside down there about. There's the damage from. Well, there's where Allen gets his meatball flag that will end his night tonight. Right now, a push. Omar comes down. He'll get Wingo. Wingo, the truck goes on its side. Very gratefully. Man, how about James Ware sneaking through the gap with Richard Elliott? Did a hell of a job from Waring and Elliott both. See, Danny Barnes goes all the way to the inside. Makes contact with the inside safer barrier. Then we can right on board with Danny Barnes do this from the roll bar cam. Well, he checks up. I'm gonna make it through, and then he's just gonna get collected. Nothing he can do. Not as much contact as I thought he was gonna make with it. Well, now Michael Wingo's on board. Actually, look at it from driver's seat. Well, we are going to get on board and change Waring, because that was a hell of a miss on Waring's part. It's right on board with the nose cam from James Waring. Barely done with me. Yow! Yeah, gosh, too mighty, dang. Well, bring us back live with Brock Martin, the leader, up 15 spots for A-Star Knight, Sean Corbett, Aubrey Thompson, Douglas Camp. Adam Ford, the top 5. Ambrose Knievel, John Ward, Jared Hayes, Jeremy Osborne, Bradley Steffen, the top 10. All right, now it's been a very quiet night for some drivers. Just to name a few. Ain't heard a lot out of Kevin McCullough tonight. Richard Elliott was at the front for a little while. Elliott's now slipped back to 18th. Jason Branch, after being involved in the first incident tonight, ain't heard a lot out of him in 16th. Right now you see at the bottom of the screen, some drivers coming back in to top off. The more you can top off, the better off you'll be for this upcoming restart. Let's try AT one more time. Aubrey Thompson, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy. So evidently Aubrey Thompson having mic issues at the moment. Try a little bit later, get in contact with him. Well, right now, Douglas Camp still on pit road. Unsure what the issue is for the 408, being that he was just up there at the front. Now he's rolling. You can't get in contact with him. Douglas Camp, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy? Alright. Well, it seems like none of Thompson's team got their mics on right now. Well, it's going to be 59 laps to go whenever they take the green again. Right now, Brock Martin, Sean Corbett. All right. So Brock Martin, Sean Corbett brings them down to the United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling again. 59 to go for Talladega. So right now, as they run down the back straightaway, Martin getting a great push from Corbin. John Ward, after having to fix 5 minutes worth of damage, John Ward is working himself back up into the top 5. Of course, Ward's led 10 laps tonight. Most of the drivers so far. Ward trying to keep that streak going as Pat put William H. Scott Jr. a lap down. The Scott, we're going to go 2 laps down tonight. Just got worse as the only retiree of the race, Joseph Allen and Joey Masowitz. Of course, Joey didn't even take the green to start this race tonight. Right now, Josh McCullough trying to come up the outside lane with Barksdale now. Right up 3 wide with James Waring and Gordon Spain. Right now, Adam Ford trying to take the lead from Brock Martin. Well, Ford's led 4 laps tonight. Of course, the Ford Performance number 70 of Adam Ford, trying to say that 5 times fast. With a great pusher, and John Ward right behind him. Jared Haynes along with them. Bradley Steffen. And of course, you got the blind squirrel truck of Jeremy Osborne, 5th in line. That's the top 5 drivers in the middle lane. Ward up to the outside lane. Right now, I think Ward knows Waring's going to give him a great shot. Oh, almost turns Ward. What a save by Ward for the 2nd time tonight. Douglas King with the new fastest lap of the race with a 49.489. Right now, camping 17th spot. Well, meanwhile, Ward still making it 3 wide on the outside lane, pulling James Waring with him, along with, I believe that would be Gordon Spain. It is. But 3 trucks occupying that 3rd lane as Martin down to, or Ford down to cover Martin from the middle lane. Jared Haynes trying to pull that middle lane. Right now, Haynes is showing that he's got a fast truck tonight. A truck that can very well win this race if the car is playing his favor. Another one of them, John Ward as well. Ward trying to go for 2 wins in the last 3 starts tonight. And also for John Ward, he is the pre-spin bonus winner coming into the night. So Ward can win this race. There'll be, I believe, an extra $40 or $60 going to Ward tonight if he can win. Was the first man to do that. The first man to win the pre-spin bonus. Right now running second. The second truck on the outside lane right behind Jeremy Osborne would be Joshua McCullough. Right now McCullough running 5th. It was Friday night that McCullough's going to split in the middle, but Friday night McCullough became the first driver, last Friday I should say, to win the pre-spin bonus. And the rules are simple. If your name is selected on a spin wheel, if you win the race, you get some bonus money. If you do not win the race, the money that was in the pot will stay in there and it'll be added each HGR race event or BDS. It got up to $200. Joshua McCullough would walk out last Friday night with an extra $200 winning the race and taking the pre-spin bonus. Now John Ward gets his third attempt at it. With 53 to go, Bad Fast Ward out front. Not for long. Here comes McCullough to actually lead that lap. Right now, you're starting to see the players come back up. That was at least the players from the first half of this race. You're starting to see McCullough, you're starting to see Camp, Ward, Thompson, Haynes. A lot of drivers starting to work themselves back up to the front. That was at the front to really start off this race through the first half of it. Now they've migrated themselves back up to the top, but also you got new faces in there. Barksdale, Corbett, Tim White slowly working himself back up. But right now it's Joshua McCullough leading. Christopher McCullough fastest lap of the race with a 49.005 right now. Christopher running in a 19th position. As Ward will go up to the third lane again. Probably thinking about trying to get out of there just right again, save some fuel. Right now, Haynes back up the outside again. Jared Haynes trying to lead again tonight. Left 5 laps back the line, giving it to Bradley Steffen. Right now, Steffen, another one that's had a very up and down night. You do want to talk about driving with an up and down night. We can name several of them. Jared Haynes, your leader, had an up and down night tonight from the back to the front to the back to the front again. Jason Branch slowly working himself actually back inside the top 10. Branch up there for the early parts of the race. First caution he was involved in. Really ain't heard a lot out of him since then. Douglas Camp restarted back in the 19th spot a couple of cautions ago. Now Camp back up into the top 5. And I see Ward trying to make that third lane work again. Thompson's going to go up with Ward. Aubrey Thompson now getting a push from John Ward. Thompson trying to pull that third lane back out there and can challenge for this win. Right now, McCullough back down to the bottom. Haynes now stuck in the middle, trying to pull Camp, Spain, and Barksdale back up there to the front of this pack. But right now, looks like it's starting to go backwards, as is the third lane with Thompson, Ward, Corbett, Branch, and Thompson. Down back straightaway, still 3 by 3. I might have spoke too soon about that third lane. starting to slip back because Aubrey Thompson now leads just for a moment. Now they're going to be 3x3 for the lead again. Really make it 3x3 for 3 rows back, almost 4. Right now, the roster for Dega Pros tonight, bit of a short list. You got James Waring, John Ward, Michael Wingo. Them are your Dega Pros entries for tonight. Blind Squirrel consists of Ambrose Knievel and Jeremy Osborne. Right now, both of them kind of just riding out mid and in the back a little bit. Thompson, Stephan, and Douglas Camp are in a little independent chat together, along with Barksdale and Omar Rodriguez. And then you got MMS. That consists of Kenneth and Christopher and Joshua McCullough from McCullough Motorsports, Danny Barnes, David Sheets, and Richard Elliott. That'll consist of MMS for tonight. And then you got Sean Corbett's team of Sean Corbett and Gordon Spain. Right now, them are the teams that are listed right now. And that doesn't even account for the ones that are not in a voice call. That's only for the ones that are in a Discord call right now. You still got ones that are not in a call still in that's in this race. Right now, there's kind of a long green flag run that we expected. Of course, you can go 30 laps, 28 to 30 laps. Oh, Camp! I had to say something, didn't I? Jared Hayes run Corbett upside down. Barstow's around. Barstow make hard, hit hard into the inside wall. Ambrose Knievel barely sneaking through. Sean Corbett, massive damage to the 45. Barksdale is involved in this. And just like that, we're under caution. Let's see what happened. From there, get another look, but as the field flies apart, we'll get another look here. Doing slow motion. But right here, Gordon Spain looking to the inside, and it looks like Camp maybe comes down a little bit, enough to get clipped by the 38. From there, making contact with Hayes and Stephan. Man, John Ward's barely going to miss this. Unfortunately, Sean Corbett will not. He's going to get impacted by Barksdale. James Waring's going to get a piece of this. Tim White's barely going to sneak past Barksdale. Man, oh man. We'll bring all the leaders down pit road under caution. Just run on board the back bumper of Douglas Camp, see what he sees out of this idea. Next on board if we can find him. Ground board Sean Corbett. This will really fall into Corbett's lap. Really not nothing Corbett can really do. I will look at this from the... I am going to look at this, however, from John Ward's POV here, and I really want to see this. This is going to be close. Not right on board with Ward. Woo! Say what you want, folks. It don't matter if you're a 2023 PGR champion, a 7-time PGR Intimidator Series winner. Don't matter if you're the best restrictor plate racer in the world. That right there, you got to have a little bit of luck on your side. Just enough luck for Ward to get through, unfortunately, for Sean Corbett. Probably a fast repair. So right now, as they run, it'll be Darby Thompson, Joshua McCullough, Adam Ford, John Ward, Jared Haynes, James Waring, Jason Prince, Gregory Thompson, Tim White, Jeremy Osborne, the top 10. So coming to the restart, we're now within the range of an average HGR race. 42 laps to go, be 41 whenever they take the green flag. Thompson, McCullough in the United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling again. Thompson, a great start, possibly too big of a start. Right now, Thompson remaining in the lead for the Mulligan, pushed by the 4. Right now, Ward pushing Joshua McCullough on the outside lane. You see Waring on the outside lane in the third truck outside lane. Jared Haynes on the third truck on the bottom lane. At the line, give it to Thompson again. And now Tom set up 9 spots from where he started this race. McCullough back out front. What's up, Spring? What's up, Casey, if I got the right person, if I remember right. $40 laps to go from Talladega. And right now, Thompson up to cover Ward again. Well, Thompson is showing that he has the truck that can win tonight. Ward still has led 11 laps tonight. Aubrey Thompson now 2 laps away from tying Ward and make something happen. Contact in the back with Ambrose Knievel and Christopher McCullough. And now right on board with Aubrey Thompson, getting a great look at John Ward's engine. Right now, you don't want nobody better than Ward push you. Getting a great look at that alternator. Right now, if you're Thompson, what you want to see, clear open track. Right now, you're starting to see a lot of the contenders back at the front. McCullough, Ward, Ford. Haynes is up there to mix. Thompson, obviously. You're seeing several drivers starting to work themselves up to the front. That's been there pretty much off and on throughout the night. Right now, Joshua McCullough leads his 6 laps of the race tonight. But right now, back out front, Adam Ford trying to take the lead down back straightaway with a push from Jared Haynes, Tim White, and Sean Corbett down the back straightaway. McCullough back out front with a great push from Thompson now. McCullough back down to the bottom. The RV is going to get in the way a little bit. You look from the Raging Idiot Racing Network drone cam. That's Thompson now trying to surge back ahead with a push from Ward. Right now, as we run the pit strategy and link, right now everybody's on the same strategy. 7 laps, 6 to 7 laps. Still a long way to go with about 36 to go, so they're just outside of the pit window, just outside from being able to make it. Another caution could very well change everything. Wearing out of shape a little bit. Hang on to her, James. My God. Right now, Bill McCullough and Ward now trying to bring that third lane back up with Waring and Camp. However, I don't really think three trucks is really a lot to do anything with. However, Mill Lane now getting Sean Corbett. And Thompson down to the bottom now. Ward from the top floor to the basement. Ward back to the lead. Here comes Christopher McCullough. Where did he come from in all this? Christopher McCullough out front. But now give it back to Ward. .34 laps to go. Excuse me. All right, now that's exactly who we expected to be out front. We see now Waring and Camp starting to fall back. Third lane's completely dissipated. Now it's back to 2x2. Thompson right back up in front of. Oh! Hang on, George Christopher. What a save by the 94. Well, that forces them right back 3 wide again. Kind of helps out for James Waring a little bit. Now it doesn't. Waring back out. Left to dry. Corbett back up front. Neither one can make up their mind where they want to run. Meanwhile, lap 58, Jason Branch suffered a meatball penalty or a meatball flag. Let's see what happened. Well, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to see that information. But there's that tells the story right there. Possibly had to tow. Looks like it was only a 7-car incident from what I can tell on my side of things. That's why there was no caution. But the night for Jason Branch is done. Right now, Thompson continues to lead. Right now, we're going to play a little voting game. Of course, the last one didn't really seem to work. Okay, it did. 50% yes, 50% said no. So we're going to do this one here. Right now, still trying to get the question up. Right, Ward and McCullough still side by side. So right now, as they run, feel free to answer that question with 30 laps to go. I'm going to take the Fanatic Clean ones to watch. And honestly, my pick for all of this, I have to say, is just now showing up in the thick of things within the last 5 laps, but I like Christopher McCullough right now. I think he's one to watch. Actually, don't count out none of the McCulloughs as right now. Ken McCullough in that 03, slowly working himself up to the front. Well, the ones to watch, obviously McCullough's, Jared Haynes as well, John Ward. Them are the ones that I feel like you're going to have to watch for at the end of this race. Douglas Camp on the apron. Going to blend back up in line. Thompson now continuing to lead. Well, right now, with one more pit stop possibly looming, that is if there's not another caution, to say the least. We're halfway through this stint here. Michael Wingo's actually about to go a lap now. Caution is out. Why do I say these things? Ambrose Knievel's around. The hell was that? Right now, Wingo does go around. We'll see what happened. Okay, ignore that. Oh, looks like Knievel coming out. Upside down goes Knievel, hard into the wall as well. Collects Danny Barnes in this. Right now, let's take another look. That was pure damn crazy. Well, this right here will tell us the best scenario that we have. Yeah, Knievel comes down. Gonna get upside down. Danny Barnes barely net codes hit him. And Knievel, a little bit of damage to the rear, but not a whole lot of damage. Not look like we'll get a look at that right rear. Yeah, the squirrel took a hit, but other than that, everything looks alright. Other than the paint and sheet metal busted up. Right now, so Ambrose Knievel has some damage to fix and a lot of work to do to get back up to the front. Right now, a lot of the top 20 coming in. Everybody in the top 20. Well, one driver's blowing it up. Might have been Jason Brandt. See, the car's shaking furiously. The boy will run the race off of pit road. Followed by Thompson, McCullough, Ford, McCullough, Waring, Camp, Spain, Thompson, and Sheets, the top 10. So 27 to go. It's going to be interesting. So you can't pull up Kevin McCullough. Kevin McCullough, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Buddy, got a quick copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Well, buddy, ain't heard nothing out of you all night. And then within the final nearly 25 laps, you're starting to show up. Was that the plan tonight coming in, just riding the back, avoid the chaos, or was it tough getting up through this field?
Nah, just riding in the back, trying to be patient and trying to save that fast repair. Hopefully, ain't got to use it at all, but yeah, just try to be patient.
But I do want to ask real fast. I was told right before the race started, pit window anywhere from 28 to 30 laps roughly. We're going to have 20, it's going to be about 25 to go when we restart this race. How close is it going to be for you, and what do you think the rest of the field's going to be? How close do you reckon they're going to be? Will it be enough for an overtime?
Oh yeah, I think we're pretty close to having enough for all three, I believe. I think we're gonna be all right on the gas.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you for the remainder of this race. Hopefully, I'll be interviewing you at Victory Lane night.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yes, sir. Kevin McCullough right now restarting 5th. Well, right now, as they run on down through the list, John Ward, Aubrey Thompson, first and second. Joshua McCullough, Adam Ford, third and fourth. Kevin McCullough, James Waring, fifth and sixth. Gordon Spain, Douglas Camp, seventh and eighth. David Sheets and Gregory Thompson, ninth and 10th. Jared Hayes and Brock Martin, 11 and 12. Tim White, Sean Corbett, 13, 14. Danny Barnes and Jeremy Osborne, 15th and 16th, Michael Barksdale, Bradley Steffen. 17th and 18th, Michael Wingo and Richard Elliott will round out the top 20. Right now, actually, it will be Omar Rodriguez in the top 20. Right now, Emrys Knievel's still in the pits. Right now. Right now, with 26 laps to go, will be 25 when they take the green flag. Ward and Thompson, your front two. We're back underway. 25 laps to go from tonight's race. Great start by Ward, side by side for second with Thompson and McCullough. Here comes Kevin McCullough as well to come to Joshua McCullough's back bumper. Right back, going back straight away, 2 by 2. Right now the McCullough duo of Joshua and Kenneth leading the bottom lane with Douglas Kent, Jeremy Osborne, actually Gregory Thompson. And that would be Jared Hayes in the 7 with several others. Down to the bottom goes Ward. Right now with 3 votes, nobody picks Aubrey Thompson again. Well, last time that happened, Thompson ended up winning the race, so might want to reconsider the votes in a minute. But right now, Josh McCullough in front of Thompson, as a matter of fact. To try to challenge for the lead, he will get it successfully. Ward back down to the bottom of the racetrack. McCullough, sorry. But right now it's playing into the hands of the McCulloughs already. Still a long way to go though. Emrys Knievel just rolling out of the pits. Right now, we're right a little deeper in the field. Right on board with Jared Haynes. See what he's seeing right of his car. We're really still just playing easy with the gas, not really trying to push. The laps are winding down, so just pretty much riding around, taking it easy for the moment. As the laps wind down, that's going to become less and less frequent. You're going to have to start pushing guys that you don't want to push. You're going to have to start making moves that you don't normally make. You're going to have to start hitting people in spots that don't like to be hit in. You're going to be doing things that you normally would never do racing. But that's what it takes to win in HGR and in any other series like this. MMS, Dega Pros, PGR. This is what it takes. You're going to have to make moves like that to position yourself in order to win. But you can very easily position yourself as well to get caught up in the big one. As McCullough now to the bottom, 3 by 3 with 21 to go. James Waring and Gordon Spain still trying to make the outside lane work with Corbin. Oh, Waring, there shit's right down. They go. Waring upside down. James wearing upside down and brings it back on all fours. David Sheets is involved in this. More wrecking. More wrecking up in turns 3 and 4. Tim White's around. Smoke pouring out of the 13, who has already used his one fast repair. Tonight will not be the night. James Waring returns to victory lane. All right, now let's go ahead and go into the pits. See what go into the pits. Let's go to the replay. See what happened to trigger this. Looked like maybe Waring came down. We'll have to wait and see and look at it here. All right, roll the footage. Right now, too wide for the moment, but now Sheets is going to occupy the middle lane. I'm going to slow it down. Going off turn 2. Turn 2 has been calamity corner all night. Waring's going to come down, makes contact with the 41 of Osborne, and from there, let the madness begin. Waring impacts the wall, goes immediately up and over off Gordon Spain. Sean Corbett nowhere to go, and look at Waring. Ride the safer barrier upside down on his roof. He's going to slide quite a ways for hitting Sheets again. This time, thankfully, rolling back on all fours. We'll do a little wheelie out of this as well. Go ahead and show off the truck. Man, oh man. Right on board with him through this. This is going to be nuts. Came together and here we go. Steering's completely killed on the truck. And there went the motor. Next we're right on board with Sean Corbett again. I'm already got our camera through this. Corbett's going to escape out of this with not a lot of damage, which is thankful enough as it is. Of course, under our fourth caution, well, under caution again is more like it. After this violent ride from James Waring. He's going to take a wild ride down the Talladega back straightaway. Was great camera work from the Raging Idiot Racing Network crew. Bringing the wild shots of the Miami Dolphin, number 13 of James Waring, upside down and over. We will return live. Well, we were. Well, right now, as they run, Joshua McCullough, John Ward, Kenneth, Aubrey Thompson, Ken McCullough, Gregory Thompson, Adam Ford, Christopher McCullough, Danny Barnes, Richard Elliott, Michael Wingo, the top 10 with 18 laps to go. All right. McCullough and Ward brings them down. 17 laps to go. We're rolling. Not really a great restart for Ward, starting to fall back a little bit. He'll have McCullough right behind him down the back straightaway. A little spread out. That middle lane is. Well, now it goes from the middle lane to now the bottom lane being spread out. Ward down to the bottom. But Ward has proven tonight that that 92 will not be denied. Had 5 minutes worth of damage to have to fix earlier in the race. Rode around for about 20-30 laps in the back before making his way back to the front. That truck now driving like nothing's happened. And with 17 to go, Ward will lead his 19th lap. Down the back straightaway. Ward still able to hold McCullough at bay for the moment. Right now, 15 to go. If fuel was an issue before, sure as hell isn't one now. Ward back up front again. Here comes McCullough back to the bottom. How about Michael Wingo? A great recovery from the 25 so far tonight. Was involved in an incident earlier in the race that has not been seen since up until now with 15 to go, running in 8th. Right now, if your driver's in the back, right now you're going to start feeling antsy. You're going to not want to be riding back there in the back no more. Whenever I'm mentioning people, I'm thinking of maybe somebody that would be in Sean Corbett's position. Jeremy Osborne, Omar Rodriguez, just to name a few, starting to get antsy. You're running out of time to really make something happen. You're needing to go and start making moves, because the longer you wait, the less time you're going to really have to try to get to the front, unless you have a lot of help from another truck or maybe 2 or 3 behind you. But the way these trucks are and how they run, it is extremely difficult to make something happen. Right now, McCullough back up to the top again and join his dad. Get him, McCullough. Down the back straightaway, Ward holding that bottom lane. You see what I just mentioned, a little bit of jostling in the back. Driver's title rating. Here comes what I believe to be the 7 of Haynes with Corbin and Omar Rodriguez in that 3rd lane. Chris McCullough sees it coming, thinks about jumping up. Not going to do it yet. Needs to be sure that the run's going to get there. McCullough looks to the middle. He's going to turn Thompson. Ward hard into the wall. The big one strikes. Late into going. And there you see the dominant truck of the night. John Ward involved in this one. He did exactly what he wanted to do. He saved that fast repair till the end. Kevin McCullough did the same thing. Massive, massive damage. Richard Elliott, slow on the bottom of the racetrack. There you see Joshua, or not Joshua, but Christopher McCullough's car. Smoke viewing out to 94. Well, let's see what happens. Remember what I said? Possibly desperate drivers doing desperate things. We're going to look at it and see before I say anything. Really. Right now, entering the tri-oval, McCullough's going to look to the inside of Thompson. And if Thompson comes down a little bit, but the hole pretty much closes up. From there, John Ward's going to catch air. Bam! Hard into the wall. Falls into Jared Haynes' lap. From there, Thompson, Elliott, McCullough. Bam, bam, and bam. Welcome to the jam. Man, oh man. Jeremy Osborne sneaking through the grass to get out of that. Let's run on board with Kenneth McCullough and see how this will unfold right from his finish point. Really nothing. The only thing McCullough saw it coming, but he's going to take a wicked shot to the outside wall. You want to talk about wicked shots? Let's ride on board with John Ward and we'll see a wicked shot. Not even going to see it coming. Amazed that car can't even run. Lastly, for Christopher McCullough's standpoint, close to the inside, but the hole already small enough as it is. Just simply closed up. Right now, going to add a whole bunch of new faces to the crowd. Top 5 goes, one of them Danny Barnes. Welcome to the top 5 for the first time tonight, Mr. Barnes. Douglas Camps back in along with Sean Corbett, Bradley Steffen, David Sheets, Jeremy Osborne. Well, right now, as it'll stand, Josh McCullough, Adam Ford, Douglas Camp, Danny Barnes, Bradley Steffen, Sean Corbett, Jeremy Osborne, David Sheets. About the 26 of William H. Scott was 2 laps down at one point in this race. Now, sitting in ninth. Brock Martin, Jared Haynes, Tim White, Richard Elliott, John Ward, Christopher McCullough, Aubrey Thompson, Omar Rodriguez, Barksdale, Kim McCullough, Gordon Spain, the top 20. As we get set. Get set to end this one. It'll be 9 laps to go. 19 cars still on the lead lap. 19 cars still with a chance to win it. We're rolling. Great start by Ford. A massive run on the outside by Adam Ford with Danny Barnes and Sean Corbett in tow. Forward is able to complete the pass down the back straightaway. He is for the moment. Adam Ford's led 4 laps tonight, and right now trying to lead the remaining 9. Here comes McCullough, who's led 19 tonight, trying to make something happen back on the bottom lane. Side by side, Ford to lead. Off for turn 4. Ward trying to make it 3 wide, deep in the field. Here comes Ward with Haynes and McCullough. Meanwhile, it's the other McCullough and Adam Ford at the line. Give it to McCullough. 8 to go. Well, meanwhile, this is what you want to see. David Sheets jumps up in front of Ward. Down the back straightaway, David Sheets trying to make a rally late in this race. But right now, that third lane momentum stalling out for the moment. All right, it ain't stalling out. They're just building it up. Here comes that third lane with Sheets, Ward, Haynes, McCullough, Brock Martin trying to get up there with them. Middle lane just as strong as the bottom lane. Here we go. 7 to go. Well, folks, this is what you paid. This is what you set up late on a Friday night to watch. 3 by 3 by 3 with the laps winding down. But right now, not really snaking away down back straightaway. Sheets down to the bottom to cover his MMS teammate. Well, Joshua McCullough. Ward back to the lead. Here comes Jared Haynes up the middle. Haynes, McCullough, Ward. Just as quick as they're involved in a wreck, here comes the front runners all race right back to the front. 6 laps to go. You get the far chase cam from Christopher McCullough. But that bottom lane is starting to lose a lot of momentum. Well, as quick as I say that, Hayes will drop to the bottom of the racetrack, cover John Ward. And all of a sudden, bottom lane rejuvenated. Well, one truck goes down to cover the bottom lane, another one goes to the middle. Now, Ford will go down to cover the Hayes. Danny Barnes right there, leading that middle lane with Corbett, Joshua McCullough, and Tim White in tow. Packed tighter together than when they were at the start of the race. Five laps to go when they get to the line. Down the back straightaway, Danny Barnes leading for the first time tonight. Already led one lap officially and has came at where it matters the most. Right now. Well, right now, it's still anybody's ball game. How about Sean Corbett trying to end a winless streak that started when summer started? It has been a terrible summer for Corbett. Trying to make all that go away tonight. Here comes the McCulloughs up the outside lane. Kenneth and Christopher McCullough trying to make something happen with Jeremy Osborne. Blind Squirrel still in the mix here. Right now you got MMS on the bottom. You got a Corbett Motorsports truck in the middle. You got two MMSs on the outside. Corbett down to cover. Barnes. Contact. There go Osborne. There they go. Jeremy Osborne, Tim White, Douglas Camp involved in this. Jeremy Osborne already one fast repair and meatball flag already going up. The night is done for Jeremy Osborne, who brought a very competitive truck tonight. Tim White as well involved in this one. A fast repair already used on White's truck. Depending on how bad it is, it might be nice done. With 3 to go. Right now, it looks like we'll get our first official overtime of the night. And it's because of this. Let's see what happened. Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. Like I said earlier, it's only going to get tighter right there. Ford makes contact with White up into the wall. Osborne upside down. Tim White almost upside down. How the hell it ain't a fast repair on Tim White's truck? I'll never know. But man, oh man, was that a brutal impact. Right there. Ford's going to wash up. Going to hit White. From there, it's just contact with Osborne. Yeah, it's for the Blind Squirrel team. Brock Martin getting a piece of it. Aubrey Thompson's going to get a piece of it. And for the Blind Squirrel Racing number 41, Jeremy Osborne, hold on to your nuts. Because you're going upside down, riding the safer barrier. Almost goes completely over. There's the other Blind Squirrel Racing truck of Ambrose Knievel sneaking through on the apron. Man, oh man. It's right on board with Osborne through this. Immediately. Upside down. From Tim White's view. Well, this right here is going to be a bit wild, to say the least. Makes contact. Just turn sideways. Whee! From Ambrose Knievel's. Of course, Knievel not involved in this, but we'll see if he can see the aftermath here. Sees it off the gas, off the gas, off the gas, sneaking through the bottom. Well, it is overtime. And Adam Ford was given the EOL. He'll be placed at the back of the field for this caution. It was our 9th caution of the night. And Sean Corbett out front. Well, lots riding on tonight. See if we can't get a hold of Danny Barnes. Danny Barnes, Gary Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. You got a quick copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, just like your teammate Kenneth McCullough, I've not heard nothing out of you all night. And now we're right here right down to the nitty gritty. Here you are running third. What's the plan tonight? Is MMS formulating or strategizing anything?
Well, we're mass confused and just hoping we can get to the end of this and get to white and then let it sort out from there and see what happens. So everybody around us is good up here, so I think we can handle it. So I think we'll be fine. We'll just see where it sorts out and take the finish from here.
All right, buddy. You got the whole McCullough family around you. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you after this race is over with.
All right, man. I appreciate it, Jimbo.
Yep. All right. Well, this race started a little over a little bit of about an hour ago. This race is going past the scheduled distance, obviously. Folks, this is getting good. For Kenneth McCullough, a return to victory lane. Same for Barnes and Joshua McCullough. For Sean Corbett, it is to end a winless streak that dates back to the beginning of the summer. It has been a horrendous summer for Sean Corbett. Does it come to an end tonight? The first green-white checkered attempt. We're rolling. Great start by Corbett. That's all you could ask for. The only bad thing is he is surrounded by MMS. Caution is out. Michael Wingo immediately toes it back. 15 of Brock Martin is involved in this one. You're going to have to wait. Let's see what happens. Well, Bradley Steffen makes contact with the 15 of Brock Martin. That's all she wrote right there. So that's why we're under caution, and we will get attempt number 2 at green-white checker. Right now, cars trying to catch up to the pace car. Man, oh man. Well, that being said, we'll switch back to the tower. Let's see. I mean, right now, gonna be our second attempt at green, white, checkered. Still pacing under caution at the moment. Can get Michael Barksdale in here real quick. Michael Barksdale, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth, buddy. You got a copy?
Heck yeah, man. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. Been a very interesting night for you, from the back to the front, from the front to the back, and so on all over tonight. Right now, restart 11th. What's it going to take for you and Omar to get to the front here? Try to break up Sean Corbett's return to victory lane and spoil the MMS party.
As always, a little bit of luck, but that outside lane seems to be pretty fast.
Is there any talk of maybe trying to get a third lane formed up here quickly? We know it at least takes a lap for the third lane to at least get rolling good. Is there any talk with anybody behind you about trying to get it rolling?
Behind me, no, but Omar's in front. I know what he's doing, and we'll see what the guys in front do, but we'll get up there. I'm going to cash. I guarantee it.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you after this thing's over with.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Whoops. There's one side of things. Well, for all intents and purposes of not trying to jinx Corbett, we will not be interviewing him. Man, because the last time I've interviewed him, every time there's been a wreck that he's been involved in. So I ain't going to try to commentate or jinx nobody tonight. Well, under our 10th caution tonight. All right. Well, folks, I'll reiterate it again. You got MMS, 4 out of the top 5. You got the McCulloughs in the top 5. You got Sean Corbett trying to turn the victory lane. You got Jared Haynes, who has been from the back to the front more times than can be counted tonight. But Haynes is still there in 6th. John Ward, you never count out Ward in any of these. You got Barksdale, who called his shot that he's going to cash out tonight. Whew. All right. Looking at the comment section, I got a lot of McCulloughs. A lot of McCulloughs vote. I got a couple for Corbett. All right. Second attempt at a green, white, checkered. Corbett, McCullough brings them down to United Rentals restart zone. Let's try this one more time. We're rolling. A great start by Corbett. Maybe a bit too big of a start. We'll have to wait and see which lane does it goes with. Right now, holding that bottom lane pretty strong. Right now, Kenneth and Joshua McCullough battling back on the outside, down the back straightaway. Right now, all Corbett can do is just hope that Barnes pushes him. That's all he needs right now. He fends off the attack from the outside lane this lap. All they got to do is make it off of 4 one more time, and this race will be official regardless of who wrecks. Corbin now holding a strong wheel. Not quite the run. Here comes the run on the outside lane. McCullough side by side. White flag. 1 to go from Talladega. Oh, Harrington. A little bit of a stack up. A little bit of a stack up. No harm, no foul. They keep it straight. Right now, that kills the momentum for the McCulloughs. Down the back straightaway. Barnes looks to the outside. MMS 1, 2, and 3 on the outside lane. Right now, Corbett holding Barnes at arm's length. Going into turn 3 for the final time. Hold on to your seat. Hold on to your seat, folks. Off of turn 4. Barnes with a push from McCullough. Corbett still to the inside at the line. Welcome back to victory lane. Danny Barnes, maybe he got it. Danny Barnes back to victory lane in high gear racing again in the most dramatic way possible. Danny Barnes, well, for Sean Corbett, gave it every damn bit that he had. Unfortunately for MMS, they will walk away. All the McCulloughs in the top 5. As you see him now, it's Barnes upside down. Hell of a way to celebrate. Danny Barnes, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. The plan worked.
Yeah, it did. It worked. I don't know how, but it did.
Take me through the last restart. Is that what you were waiting for? Just for a chance to move up in front of Kenneth McCullough? Just to get the... Go ahead.
When they had whatever shotgun happened behind us, and it left Josh and Kenny up there by themselves, and me and Chris was with Corbett. I was just going to stick with Corbett, and then I seen Kenny and him had a run, and I had an opening, so I just jumped up in front of Kenny and hoped that we could all get there and all in one piece. We were all in cash spots, so I just wanted everybody to finish.
Well, buddy, up 18 spots tonight from where you started this race. Just take me through the night. How mentally and physically draining is it to run these kinds of races where they're more than just 30 to 42 laps? Of course, standard MMSs, of course, unless it's a big event or just a quick little race, normally 50. But you throw 94 laps on tonight, half of what the SummerSlam 499 was. Just how hard is it from a mental and physical standpoint, just trying to make it to the end of these races, let alone be in contention to win with overtimes?
Yeah, it's the overtimes. It's being patient. You don't need to. Only the last lap counts. So I just sit and try to ride in the back and ride around and miss the wrecks and avoid stuff and wait till the end. There ain't no reason to be up there and be in the middle of the pack for no reason, just to say you're there or to be on the broadcast. I just seem to try to miss everything and wait till the end and get up there.
Well, but
yeah, I'm a little tired.
I don't blame me. I would be too. I'm tired of watching. I'm tired of just broadcasting it, but damn if y'all didn't wake me up at the end of it. But
it was a good finish. I like the finish. Finish was good.
Yeah, well, buddy, of course, this is the third time I've interviewed you. Of course, we interviewed you for your benefit race to support your family. Hope they're doing well. And then got another win about a month, 2 months after that. And now about the time frame again, by another month and a half, you're back in victory lane. There anybody want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours, buddy.
Yeah, I know Jimmy's frustrated with the race. It didn't go the way we all wanted. He wants some pit stops and see if we can straighten it out and go green. I appreciate everything Jimmy does. You do a heck of a job on the broadcast, Jim. I love going back and rewatching them and listening to them. Want to thank Heath Joe for all my paints, 760 graphics. Thank the family for putting up with me doing this as much as I do it. So, and just thank everybody for watching. Hope they enjoyed what little racing we did have. It was pretty good.
Well, for Danny Barnes, it is a return to victory lane tonight. Congratulations again on a hell of a drive. Hopefully we'll talk to you, see if you can't go 2 in a row.
Sounds good, brother.
Yes, sir. Next up, going to talk to the man himself. Ken McCullough, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, buddy, it finished out the best way that I think your MMS could plan for. Just take me through that restart. Did you and Joshua pretty much have the outside lane covered, or were you pretty much just waiting for Danny to get up there somehow and be able to get up there and help you?
I don't know what happened there in the middle lane. Like we wasn't getting the run that we needed. Like, and thank God Danny got clear there and was able to jump up. Couldn't ask for a better guy to get a win for sure. I pushed Danny to the win any day. It looks like I'm looking at the replay. It looks like I got inside Danny's bumper there. I had no intentions to go above him there, but I almost did it and still almost won. But good for Danny.
Well, buddy, of course, tonight I do want to ask you, this is the first time I've seen all 3 McCulloughs race. I'm assuming that there's 3. I did not know that there was a third one. I just thought it was always you and Joshua. I had no idea Christopher raced until an MMS race. But I want to ask from the family standpoint, how does it feel? Is the all 3 McCulloughs in the top 5 finishing out this race, cashing out this race? From a family standpoint, how does it make you feel seeing the other 2 McCulloughs be able to compete for the win, be able to rival their dad? I'm sure you've seen it longer than I have, but just take me through it.
Yeah, Christopher's my nephew, and you know Josh, he's my son. So, but yeah, it felt good for all 3 of us. Like I say, Danny's a teammate too. You know, Danny finishing the money, so really good night there for the team in general. I mean, good race overall. Couple cautions here and there, but the racing in general was like super fun. Yeah, like I said, good shit to Danny.
But I got 2 more questions for you. I want to take you back to that wreck. About 10, with about 10, 15 to go. Did you feel like whenever you got turned and you and John Ward went into the outside wall, did you feel like that maybe that was it, race done, or was there still a glimmer of hope that the 03 could get back up into a winning position, let alone finish second? Because you did what you said. You saved the fast repair as long as you could.
Yeah, I came in and was fixing the damage to begin with, and I was like, you know what? If I do this and we go green, I'm done. So I came back in, took the fast. I knew I had some teammates in the back there, and we did a pretty good job of working from the back to get to the front. I started to be patient there and just see if we have another wreck, and I was like, yeah, it's time to go. So I just went for it, and it worked out.
Well, buddy, last question. Is there anybody you want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, congratulations to Danny again. Like I said, you couldn't ask to see a better guy win a race for sure. Danny comes out every night, just like the majority of us do. Super nice guy. But yeah, thank the teammates. Thank Jimmy for putting this on. Damn good race overall. And thank you for doing the broadcast.
Yes, sir, buddy. Anything you need me for an MMS race, just shout. I'll see what I can do.
Yes, sir, I will.
All right, buddy. Congratulations. It is an MMS top 5, an MMS 1-2, and for the McCulloughs, it is a 2nd, a 4th, and a 5th tonight. Appreciate your time, Kenny. Hopefully we'll talk to you going up one more spot next time.
Yes, sir, buddy. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Last but not least, this one's kind of gut-wrenching. Sean Corbett, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got a copy, man.
Well, buddy, I wanted
What's
it.
happening, Chief? I ain't talked to you in a while. How you been?
I've been doing pretty good. How
You
about
doing
you?
good? How's your family?
They're doing pretty good. Keeping Mama.
All right, well, good.
Me and
Good.
Mama ain't figured out who's trying to keep the other one in line yet.
Okay.
We'll figure
All
that
right,
part
I
out
hear you.
later. Well, buddy, been nervous to interview you. Every time I interviewed you, seem to get caught up in something. So I said, well, bad as I want to interview him, coming to the green white checkered, I'll see how it plays out. And buddy, so close. But just
Well, I appreciate that. You probably helped me more by anything by doing that. To be honest with you.
yeah, I mean you've been up there a lot in recent weeks. Just take me through the last restart. Was there anything you felt like you could have done different, or pretty much were you just the odd man out surrounded by MMS?
Yeah, dude, I was in an MMS sandwich, or if it won't blood, it was teammates all around me. I was trying to decide if I should take the high line or the low, to stay. And I ended up just staying low with Danny. I figured he wanted it just as bad as Josh and Kenny. So I was like, well, if he's got to get it, he's got to push me through to get it. So basically, that's what happened. He pushed until I honestly thought about blocking that run at the last minute. I did see on the bottom, he was coming with a nice run, kind of put us up there, but I don't know. I guess if you could say in hindsight, maybe I should have blocked. I'm sure that's going to be the consensus. But I just felt it out and we just ran it out, keep it clean, and let's all cross the line, straight instead of sideways or backwards or upside down. How about it?
Well, buddy, it looked pretty good from my standpoint of things. I want to take you through tonight. You're speaking of cautions. 10 cautions tonight for 94 laps. I want to take you just through the race. Do you felt like intensity was maybe a little bit off the chain at time? Because while we had 10 cautions, we had a great green flag run, 2 or 3 of them actually. Just take me through the night. What did you feel like contributed to some of the cautions that we saw? Was it small mistakes just being made? Was it impatience? What's your verdict? Non-biased, honestly.
Well, I mean, honestly, the beginning, some of those cautions, everybody's just cruising, hitting the DVD player on the dash, watching Netflix, set the cruise control, and the next thing you know, your truck's sideways. You look up, watch the replay or something, and somebody just washes up or, drifts up into somebody. I don't know what that was all about, and that was early on, so it wasn't tires or temp. Maybe just, I really don't know what to say about that. I got in a couple. I think it was me and James at the beginning, and then I got lucky on that last one. I just did a Days of Thunder, floored it through the smoke, and from, I don't know, 12th or 13th, came out in 4th place, which got me up to the front. I hit the button to see what the man said. He said, "Car looks all right, no damage." I was like, get the heck out of here. It's not the words I said, but I couldn't believe it. So that put me in the running and chance. As far as the other cautions, some were just dumb mistakes, like Jimmy would say, mental mistakes. And then some might have been just, a little aggressive, but I can only see what was around me. I don't know about the other ones, so I go back and watch the replays.
Well, buddy, it was a hard-fought night for you. Again, talked about it a lot, and I know as a commentator, I'm supposed to be unbiased, but there are some instances you get a good feel-good story coming out of a race. You can't help but pull for a couple of drivers. See it all the time in NASCAR, but that's besides the point. But buddy, sitting there hoping that you could get it tonight, but P3 just as good. Finally walk away with a little bit of money in your pocket. Is there anybody want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Well, I want to give it up to Danny, number one. Hell of a race. He did a great job on the last couple of laps. He didn't do me dirty. He pushed until he had a chance to, overtake, and I couldn't be a better man to get a win. I'm stoked for him to win. Give it up to McCulloughs, their cousins, their brothers, their families. I think they had their uncles in there tonight, a couple of grandparents. I think they brought the whole family team tonight. Give it up to them for, not doing me dirty. They were clean all around me. Josh helped me out while he could till he got a little hot. Always Dega Pros guys. John, I think he had some bad luck tonight, on and off. Gordon Spain, him and I were running. He had some bad luck, but we were trying to work together in the earlier stages to get ourselves up to the front. You always broadcasting, Jimmy, for somebody get him some Advil or something tonight. He might have a little bit of headache, and somebody get him an ice pack, and appreciate him and all he does for putting this thing on and putting up with it. And everybody else, thanks for decent race. I mean, of course, everybody wants no cautions or whatnot, but all in all, we ran a long race, 94 laps. I didn't even know that getting into it. I was just coming off of an ear infection, so I'm only listening out of one ear tonight. I didn't even think I was going to race, but I had fun. Glad to come up P3. I'll take it, and I'll try to do better next time. Is all I can say.
All right, buddy. For Sean Corbett, it's the third place finish tonight. Look forward to seeing if he can go up 2 more spots the next time we're live on the Raging Idiot Racing Network. Congratulations, buddy. Take care of yourself. Hopefully get rid of that damn infection, because I hate them damn things.
Oh, yeah, dude. Ear infection sucks. But, yeah, thanks you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
All right, buddy.
And, Jimmy, take it easy, bud.
Well, that being said, we'll go through the final results for tonight. At the end of 94 laps, Danny Barnes takes the win for MMS. Ken McCullough, Sean Corbett, second and third. Joshua and Christopher McCullough, fourth and fifth. Aubrey Thompson, Michael Barksdale, if I can get my words right. John Ward, Richard Elliott, Omar Rodriguez, David Sheets, William H. Scott, Adam Ford, Jared Haynes, Bradley Steffen, Douglas Kemp, Ambrose Knievel, and Brock Martin rounds out the top 18. I'm down through the field. A little bit more. Tim White, Gordon Spain, Jeremy Osborne. A great running night from Blind Squirrels in general. Had 2 great cars tonight. Unfortunately, it would not end up how they wanted to. Michael Wingo, Gregory Thompson, James Waring, Jason Branch, Joey Allen will round out the field that started this race in 26. Joey Mass was not even completing a lap. He will have to come home unofficially in the 27th spot. Well, folks, I'm only going to say this because right now it's on the line as if to where we're going to run this. Bash at the Beach right now scheduled for August 17th. However, participation numbers ain't looking the best in the world. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Still going to advertise it, though. But Bash at the Beach August 17th. $500 if we were to get 60 drivers. Then the purse would be $500, followed by $400, $300, $250, $200. Of course, money would be going out in the first, second, and all 3 heats in the LCQs, 200 laps. If you're interested, feel free to go ahead and sign up. You can submit your payments to Jimmy Crow or James Waring via Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. And, if it doesn't run, appreciate everybody who took the interest in the time out of their schedule to try to make it happen. Appreciate Jimmy Crow and James Waring for all they've done in trying to set up this event. But we're not going to worry about that until Sunday. On tap tomorrow night. Might try to squeeze in an HGR event right before we have Midnight Racing League Super Speedway Series. That will be live at midnight. For HGR, if we choose to run it, it'll be ran a little bit earlier than normal. But it'll all be right here on the Raging Idiot Racing Network. Until then, congratulations to Danny Barnes on an impressive win tonight. And until tomorrow night, I will see each and every one of you again. Everybody have a safe Saturday. Have a safe Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. And don't miss the coverage of all the action tomorrow night. Till then, everybody, take it easy.